Most entrepreneurs don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're impatient. They chase the one big breakthrough, the perfect strategy, the game-changing hire, while ignoring what God actually uses to build success. Small, consistent actions. They underestimate what God can do through daily faithfulness and overestimate what one viral moment or lucky break will fix. And that mindset, it keeps good Christian business owners stuck, sometimes for years at a time. In this video, what you're going to discover the 3 hidden shifts that turn small daily actions into unstoppable momentum. How scripture and modern business science reveal the same compounding principle with tiny wins. And a simple framework to build these into your business without chaos, overwhelm, or burnout. This isn't motivational hype. This is how real progress actually works. My name is Kyle White, and for years I've built businesses. I battled through the trenches of feast or famine revenue, team chaos, and burnout. And now I coach entrepreneurs how to work smarter, not harder. And as a business coach, I've had over 1,000 real conversations with owners just like you, helping them replace scattered effort with simple systems that actually stick. I've watched them go from stuck and overwhelmed to growing businesses that support their family, their faith, and their freedom. What I've learned though, is nothing changes your business faster than consistency done right. So here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover why God grows when you faithfully repeat, not what you occasionally attempt. How tiny wins create momentum that reshape your identity. Why tiny wins only compound inside of the right structure. And your 3 simple steps to start stacking them today. So let's get real about where most entrepreneurs feel exposed. The business reality is Christian business owners, they love big vision. I'm going to 10x this year. They love big plans. I'm going to do a complete business redesign every 3 months. They love big goals, spreadsheets full of dream numbers, but they struggle with the daily execution when results aren't visible yet, the follow-through when motivation fades, and staying consistent through the invisible progress phase. You'll spend a Saturday reinventing your entire marketing strategy, but skip the 30 minutes of focused outreach that actually moves the needle. This creates a trap. These big moves without daily consistency, they create emotional highs. This is working, this looks great, but there's long plateaus of you're thinking, where are the results? Why aren't they here yet? And then there's discouragement that pulls back and you say, maybe this won't work for me. And then there's the quitting, where it's back to square one. This is what 80% of businesses stall after the excitement phase. They have big plans, but they didn't have the daily rhythms that they need to succeed. And the Bible explains it like this. Luke 16:10, it says it perfectly. Whoever is faithful in little is also faithful in much. God does not reward intensity. He rewards faithfulness. And faithfulness always looks small, boring, and invisible at first. Think about Jesus' ministry. He didn't start with stadiums. He started with 12 guys. Daily, consistency, faithfully. Business science confirms it. James Clear in Atomic Habits, he nails it. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. That's not just productivity advice. That's biblical stewardship. God doesn't ask you to control outcomes. He asks you to steward daily actions. Let me give you this example. A lot of people chase the lottery. Why? Because it's exciting. It's rare. You're probably not going to win, but oh my gosh, this is life-changing. But let's be real. It's not going to happen, right? But then you think about compounding interest. It's boring. It's predictable. It's guaranteed to grow wealth over time, right? Most entrepreneurs, they chase the lottery. God builds, though, through the compound interest. Your first practical step is this. Shrink your commitments until consistency becomes unavoidable. Don't commit to an hour of marketing daily. Commit to 3 outreach messages, for example. Don't say, I'll track my numbers weekly. Just say, I'll check 1 key number every single morning. And don't plan a complete business redesign. That doesn't make any sense. That's not going to work for you. You're not going to stick with it. Pick 1 small improvement per week. Because here's the truth. God multiplies what you consistently steward, not what you occasionally attempt to do. Tiny wins create momentum, and momentum changes your identity. Because here's where most Christian entrepreneurs completely misunderstand themselves. They think that confidence equals action equals results. But in reality, action equals results, and that equals confidence. Think about that for a moment. You don't feel like a CEO and then act like one. You act like a CEO and the feelings follow. Most business owners don't lack knowledge. They lack momentum. They know they should follow up with leads. They know they should track their numbers. They know they should ask for referrals, but they don't feel ready. So what do? They wait. Without momentum, doubt compounds. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Decisions slow down. You get analysis paralysis. Everything feels 10 times heavier than it should. Momentum doesn't just move your business forward. It reshapes how you see yourself, from struggling owner to a capable leader. Zechariah 4:10 says it just like this. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. God celebrates movement, not perfection. He rejoices when you start, not when you finish flawlessly. James Clear again in Atomic Habits says, identity-based habits. You don't become disciplined and then act disciplined. You act disciplined and then your identity follows. Small wins literally rewire your brain. Think about this over a 30-day period of time, okay, as a business owner, right? Let's just say day one, you're gonna set a goal of sending 3 follow-up messages. You do it once and you say, okay, this wasn't so bad. You continue to do that. A week later, you're still doing it. You send 3 more follow-up messages. Okay, I'm actually getting better at this. And by day 30, you did the same thing. You sent 3 new follow-up messages, right? This is now who I am. I send 3 follow-up messages every single day. That's just what I do. That's an identity shift in who you are. Because belief follows the evidence. Momentum provides the evidence. Think about pushing a massive flywheel. Your first push, nothing happens. It feels completely pointless, right? By your 10th push, it might still barely be moving, and you probably want to quit. But by your 20th push, it starts to turn. Suddenly, progress feels easier than stopping. It's kind of like working out. You work out really hard for one day, you're not going to see momentum. You're not going to see any progress, right? But if you do small wins every single day, you're going to start to see that growth within your body and you feel it within yourself. This is your momentum playbook. You want to find one daily win that moves revenue and impact forward. And track completion religiously, not perfection. Done is better than perfect. Write that on your wall. Let belief catch up to your behavior. Don't wait for it. Momentum is the bridge between faith and results. Now, quick pause here. If you're a Christian business owner who wants real growth without constant pressure and burnout, we built something exactly for this. It's the Faith-Driven CEO Success System. It's a step-by-step framework that helps entrepreneurs build consistent momentum through tiny wins, create daily clarity instead of reactive chaos, and it grows revenue while protecting the most important things, your peace, your family, and your faith. It's not hype, it's structure built for you. And structure turns tiny wins into real growth. There's a link in the description to see exactly how it works for owners like you. All right, let's jump back into it. This is the part that most entrepreneurs resist hardest, okay? They crave the freedom, but they avoid the structure that actually creates it. We all know we need this, yet we all run from it. We all say we don't have enough time. Most Christian business owners, they rely on their willpower, but it's unreliable under stress and it wears out. Motivation, but it comes and it goes. It's not there consistently. And your memory, I'll get to it later. I'll remember it later, right? That's what happens when you don't have systems. You forget these things. And consistency collapses exactly when you need it most, right? Because you're relying on all these inside forces within yourself. Structure is going to feel hard, but it will liberate you. Without structure, good habits fade when life gets busy. Progress resets to 0 every single Monday. And stress returns because you're always figuring it out. You don't have the systems behind you. Freedom without structure isn't freedom. It's chaos with good intentions. And Proverbs 21:5 says it like this: the plans of the diligent, those with systems, lead surely to abundance. But everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. They're chasing, they're not establishing, they're not building. Plans, diligence, order. God works through structure. Here's a house metaphor for you to think about. You're building a house, right? You put 1 brick down. That's not impressive. But you do 2 bricks a day for a year? That's 730 bricks. You now have a structure built. So here are the 3 layers that make tiny wins automatic. Your daily rhythms. 10 minutes of planning the night before. It doesn't even have to be 10 minutes. It can be 5 minutes. Your top 2 wins for tomorrow. What are the 2 biggest things I need to accomplish tomorrow? And then establish on your calendar, when are you going to do your highest and best use work? When you do the stuff that makes you the most money, that makes you the most productive. And then you have 1 family and faith period blocked off on your calendar. Non-negotiable. Nothing gets in the way of that. Number 2, you're going to have a weekly reset. You're going to go over what worked this week, what needs to change, numbers that matter, what's the revenue, what's the key actions, what are the client wins, what are the things I need to be tracking. 1 time a week, that's it. Then you change your environment. Make good choices unavoidable. Don't have your phone with you when you're with your family. Give yourself a do this first checklist. So right when you walk into the office in the morning, right when you walk into your workspace in the morning, you have a list of exactly the main things that you need to get done off your list, the most important things. Stack those tiny habits on top of each other and be consistent with it. You will see how it works. Because peace doesn't come from doing less. It comes from doing the right things consistently. Here's the closing truth on that. Structure turns obedience into momentum and momentum into growth. This is exactly how we built the Faith-Driven CEO Success System. This system breaks down growth into small, daily, executable wins. Weekly momentum builders. Monthly clarity check-ins. All designed to scale your business while most importantly protecting your peace. You can grow your business and have peace in your life. It is possible. Each lesson builds on the last. No hustle culture, no burnout traps, just faithful, aligned, compounding progress. So if this resonated with you all, if you feel like you're working hard but you're staying stuck, the most important thing you can do right now is watch the free training video on your screen now. In that video, I'm going to walk you through why most Christian business owners feel chaotic no matter how hard they work. The 3 hidden levers that solve money stress, time overwhelm, and inconsistent growth. And the exact daily framework that I use with real owners to turn tiny wins into 6-figure plus momentum. It's not theory, it's what actually moves the needle. Click and watch the free training now